Y'all will never guess the fact that I just went through 2 minutes of a video just to find out it wasn't recording. Whatever, bro. It's over. I'm over it. Let's go. What's good, y'all? I'm back reacting. Obviously, you should have known it by the fact that I'm already frustrated. Check the hands. The webs in my hand on this hand dried in a bitch. I don't really care though. It's whatever, bro. Let's react.
There are so many cliches within the horror genre. Kids with imaginary friends, false jump scares with cats or other animal types, and
I still asked, what the fuck was that? What was that?
investigating obvious danger noises, and how could I ever forget
My goat? My goat. Just remember this. Just remember. Yippee! It's my goat.
the young men and women being chased down by the killer and losing all function within their legs. These are the kinds of things that make you fall in love with watching horror movies. But as with everything else in life, ladies and gentlemen, oversaturation is death. And when you combine idiotic characters with janky jump scares and mix it all up into an hour-and-a-half movie slop fest, you get anger. Horror movies that piss me off.
Like I said, I said this the first time I watched it, by the way. Brother. Mixing every single cliche together is terrible. It should never happen. When you make a horror movie, pick a plot point, follow it to the very end. Theme, follow it to the very end. Only one I can do that, Scary Movie. That's it. Cut it all off. Oh my god, this is pissing me off. My keyboard is pissing me off, bro.
Part 2. You all know the deal. These movies I can't stand. And by the end of this video, you probably won't either. But before we get into any of that shit, 50,000.
Oh yeah, let's just go on.
Your time and your love is thank you. All I can hope for is that you get 100K, baby. I know. So let's do it.
Subscribe, please.
I don't want to be quiet though. That's the problem.
Let's start out with A Quiet Place, because there ain't nothing I hate more than having to be quiet. Wait. We start out on day 89. The city is empty. No one is in the streets. No cars are driving. We got this badass little kid running around the store with no shoes on. That's nasty. Anyways, it seems like the whole family took a trip down here. We got Mom Chachino shopping for pills for this dude who's sick. This one over here is deaf. And that same little
I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro.
kid almost gets...
I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. I'm trying to keep a kid alive while he's sick. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, to be honest.
The whole family slime drops this spaceship toy. Fortunately, his sister has some spidey senses going off, and Jim Halpert takes the batteries out of this toy.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I shouldn't be pausing this much, but listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest. If some shit like this happened, I'm letting you know now. My child has 3 chances with this shit. If my like, you know, Bush's shit with the No Child Left Behind, my child will be left behind. You can't be quiet when we're literally trying to survive. You will die. I'm so serious, because that means you weren't gonna listen to me from the jump. Even if life was normal, you weren't gonna listen. So now you're for sure not listening. And it's based off of my life or death. You gotta die, though. Sorry, my child has to die. I don't really give a fuck. That's non-negotiable, then.
Letting us know and little dude know that shit's way too loud. Little dude is clearly upset by this news, so big sister helps him out and gives him the battery-less toy anyways. However, no one in this entire family thought it was a bad idea to leave the batteries in an arm-length distance away from the kid who definitely wants that loud-ass toy. Of course, dude sneaks them, and now we're walking home, where obviously he loads that spaceship up and begins to blare that shit. It's so over. Anyways, we cut to day 472, where Jim, aka Lee, is doing some research about the creatures that murked his son not 10 seconds ago. We see newspapers telling people to stay silent. We learn that these creatures are blind, and there's at least 3 of them in this area. Lee is trying to make contact via radio to any and all survivors in the area. As Marcus pretends to be Lightning McQueen, this is when we see Evelyn in the cribbo.
Can I be honest, though? She might be top 5. Top 5 what? I don't know, but she top 5 somehow. She had a baby somehow in a tub without making a sound. Or allowed it to sound for one of these animals to come get her. We don't know how she did it. Ooh, my keyboard.
where she's decorating. And this is the type of shit that pisses me off.
Why
are we getting pregnant in this apocalypse? Did you not see what just happened to a little kid? What could that possibly benefit for this family in this situation? Look, I get that the family is grieving their loss, but isn't this the whole reason this would be a bad idea? Because kids are unpredictable and don't listen. No matter how soundproof this basement is, that crying machine will get y'all killed. We get Lee being sad, Evelyn setting up the oxygen supply.
See, and this is why I'm a fur, bro. My keyboard is literally bullshitting right now. I'm about to unplug it, bro. I can't do it, bro. I'm telling you now, it's so much easier if we just all accepted the fact that, like, bro, let's just grab every condom in the world, bro. You were just in a grocery store, just grab all the condoms. Go to that back room, buy all the condoms, bro. It's not that hard. It would be so much easier.
For the new baby and the kids continuing to strengthen their defenses at home base. This leads us to dinner where we get game night, where Monopoly is being played. No way. This game invokes too much anger, and obviously the same goes for these kids because Bro Chachino knocks over this lantern, causing a fire in the basement.
And I'm supposed to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this child with me. You're getting left behind. I don't give a fuck if I let you get birthed, my nigga. You don't listen. Die tonight.
See, this is what I mean about kids. The glass breaking causes the creatures to start tweaking, and the entire family doesn't dare to make a sound. But it was just a raccoon. Later in the night, those same raccoons make one too many squeaks and I'm doing like that? Come on now. This cuts to Lee and Evelyn dancing, trying to find some normalcy in this crazy world. And now it's day 473, where the due date for the baby is coming up. And they have to make some preparations, ladies and gentlemen. This is when Reagan makes her way inside the crib and walks down the stairs. Obviously, Lee is not about to let that happen. This is when we get an argument that breaks out between them. And I'm telling y'all, these are some badass kids, man. Lee and Evelyn need to invest in a damn belt because the way these little bastards don't listen, I'm surprised they've lived this long. Lee tried.
The belt was gonna do? Make them stop? They were gonna get whooped and then killed.
To give Reagan her new hearing aid that he's been working on, but she ain't fucking with it. This gets interrupted by Lee and Marcus going on a mission where Marcus does not want to go on. Reagan offers to go in his place, but Jim denies her. This is when Reagan tries out her new hearing aid, and it don't work. Reagan packs a bag, and now we're at a river where Lee and Marcus catch fish. Reagan hits the jets, and Evelyn unlodges a nail right on the stairs. Surely this won't be a problem later. At this waterfall, Lee and Marcus are letting loose because big sound overshadows less big sound, which makes you question, why wouldn't these guys just be by this waterfall perma?
Like, because they want to be normal. Yo, bro, can we stop? It's white people shit. Never mind.
Why are we not setting up shop by this apparent safe haven? Anyways, Marcus asks Lee if he blames Reagan for what happened to little bro. He says no, but Marcus lets us know that Reagan blames herself. Reagan visits his grave, Evelyn silently sobs in his old room, and it's very heartbreaking, to be honest. Until
Mind you, everybody, I just want to remind everybody, he put his wife in that situation of her crying in that little nigga room. If he just... Why am I perpetually in the M? Why am I perpetually muting the video? Why am I perpetually muting the video? Stop. Y'all see what I'm talking about? My keyboard's genuinely tweaking out. I don't know what I did. Whatever, bro. I'm over it. Whatever.
His grave, Reagan cuts the audio wires on the spaceship toy, completely removing the possibility of tragedy, even when it's turned on.
This happened. She did this 400 days later. She could have done that the day of. They could have all done it. Whatever.
If that was an option, why are we not doing that in the first place? ASAP, immediately, nullifying this whole thing. Idiots! On the way back home, the boys run into this old dude who just lost his wife. And with nothing else to live for, Bronino decides it's his time.
This is not crazy. I would have done this.
Still in the old room, Evelyn's baby decides it's feeling a little claustrophobic and her water breaks. And I feel a little cheeky nail in this woman's near future. I must be psychic because... Ooh, that's gotta hurt. As Evelyn goes full force on it because.
But it's like a nail going straight up though. How does it go on her foot? How does that?
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. As Evelyn goes full force on that nail, she drops a picture frame. She signals the emergency lights, and they are in the house. A baby on the way. Deadly.
How the fuck they get that? You know what? I'm asking too many questions.
Sound creatures in the vicinity, and Lee bitch ass isn't even here. This is not looking good.
Why
She
did you
grabs
just
a
show me, Joe?
timer for distraction, and Lee spots the red emergency lights. Lee and Marcus plan to launch a firework to give Evelyn some time to have the baby. The fireworks launch, Lee makes his way into the house and finds Evelyn, who has successfully had the baby. And now Marcus is being chased through the cornfield. And instead of staying on the quiet sand path, we are running full speed into the leaves, making all sorts of noises. Damn it, man. These kids are right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, even as a kid, if you put me in a situation like this, bro, knowing me, I would be so scared of the monsters, but I would be more scared of dying than the monsters. So if I know that they literally can't see, I'm just gonna run as quietly as possible, straight ahead. If you run right in front of my face, I'm gonna be standing like this. I'm gonna just T-pose your way. I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna move, bro. I'm not. Because if I know you can't see, I don't care. I don't care about you being an inch away from my face. I'm about this. I'm not even gonna let my teeth be together. I'm gonna put my tongue in between my teeth just in case the chattering happens. I'm gonna be able to. And he's just gonna walk right by me.
Lee takes Evelyn and the baby down to the soundproof basement, and there is no fucking way y'all can live happily with this baby. It's already crying loud too. That mattress ain't gonna do nothing, man. This is when Reagan is being snuck up on. However, due to her hearing aid, the monster is hearing a frequency too high for its sensitive ears to handle, exposing its weaknesses and forcing it to flee. Now you're telling me the entire human race saw this creature's main function?
You telling me? Yeah, they literally found all this stuff, and none of them were like, high frequency. Let's just push them all into like the ocean or some shit, or just blow them up.
Not even main. Its only function of detection is sound, and not a single person said, well, why don't we just crank it up to the max? Man, you put me in this movie with 3 flashbangs, and I could 1v1 one of these bitches. See, this is what pisses me off. And do not tell me no one thought of it. I done seen it in The Hulk, Invincible,
Exactly.
Stranger Things. This must be a parallel universe where every human is a moron. Anyways, Marcus and Reagan meet up. Lee goes to look for them, and the basement starts to flood. And it goes from 0 to 100 because not only is the basement flooded, but one of the creatures is face to face with Evelyn and the baby. Lee spots the kids just as Marcus falls into this grain silo, trying to save him.
Oh my god! Like why? Like I remember this movie. I'm part of the movie. Why are you near a grain site? Like come on, my nigga. And this is why you don't live on the farms, bro. I don't care how much food it can offer you, bro. I'm living near a water stream, bro.
Reagan almost drowns, but they're both fine. Until... But once again, the hearing aid forces it to flee. Lee and them meet up. Lee hits this same pose that he's been doing all movie. This is all this dude has done for 2 hours. Reagan turns off her hearing aid in pain, and Lee must think he's Vegeta or something because in a sacrificing play, he shouts for the kids to be able to escape. The rest of the family meet up. They get cornered by the monster that just KO'd their father, and this is when Reagan figures out that high frequencies dices these motherfuckers up. She cranks it up to 12 and allows Evelyn to deliver the killing blow. Hopefully, Lee made some spares because everyone in this little ass room is now dead, especially that infant not 5 feet away. This gunshot attracts the rest of the monsters in this area to the farm, and this is what I mean. It was so easy to defeat one of these things. No way the humans lose this fight. Anyways, seeing the back.
You tell me entire human race was like, nah. Nobody thought about that? Come on, bro.
Battle on the horizon, Reagan and Evelyn load up, and this is where we end.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live
steaming. We start off the Babadook with this lady, who is in a car crash turned bedtime and getting woken up by this dude complaining about some nightmares. We go through the whole shebang of checking the closet, under the bed, even reading a little bedtime story. And my girl clearly does not like my mans, because y'all see this distance?
Nah, she genuinely hates her child. This is why I'm a firm believer in if you give a child a bed, first thought immediately, make sure it is literally on the ground. The reason why I say that, they can't say those monsters under the bed. That's the only thing. Making kids be able to not see something like throughout a day makes them scared of it. Let them see everything. Let them see everything. Like cribs. You don't really like. Come on, bro. They got the cribs be long as hell because of the bars, and they be low as shit to the ground. Take the walls off the crib. Boom, baby bed. When you don't want them to crawling around in the middle of the night and you want them to stay asleep. Bro, I just don't know why people still give kids beds with ground under them. Like, come on, bro. Like in my life. It's so much easier to just fix this, bro. Mind you,
This is a whole lot of hate. She doesn't even want him hugging her. Something must have happened. She drops him off at school, and then my brethren gets kicked out of school, and now he's trauma dumping on this family at the grocery store. Now we're at a park where this dude is role-playing Stewie calling for Lois. I swear. At night, Amelia reads a book firmly titled Mr. Babadook to Samuel. And what kind of nightmare-fueled book is this? Samuel already has nightmares. No.
Yeah. I haven't seen this specific movie, but I've seen something about this movie, and I know what I'm looking at.
Wonder, bro is a little off. Who wrote this? Does that say dead? Later, Amelia decides to take another look at this book, finally locking it away on top of this dresser. After watching some romantic movies on the television, Amelia gets a little down and dirty in the bedroom, ultimately getting interrupted by Samuel.
Yo, word up, bro. I swear to God, this little nigga is so annoying based off of just this alone. Yo, bro. I don't do that myself, but if I did and I was trying to get my little shit off and you bust in the room talking about, yo, I'm scared, yo, I'm blowing your head off. I don't give a fuck if you're my child. Everything on the top of your head is gone. Everything. You could have had another sibling, but instead of having another sibling, you doing this. I'm not talking about the action of me doing that at that moment. You did something to my wife for her to be dead. I already want to die. I already want to die. I might as well kill you with me.
Claiming the Babadook is in his room. Next morning, Amelia plays a little hooky from work trying to get a day for herself. Unfortunately, her sister Claire no longer wants to babysit Samuel due to him scaring the shit out of her daughter Abby. And I want you to take a guess on what bro was babbling about. As they eat dinner, Amelia finds...
You see what I'm talking about? This nigga is... This little nigga weird. Yo, bro. You know what's crazy? Now that I know about a certain type of, like, mental thing that happens, every time I see a kid that's, like, really weird in a movie, instead of thinking, oh, they might be dumb or anything like that, I just think they might just have the A. They might just have the AU-tism. They might just have it. And just like that, everything they do makes sense. No social awareness. Just telling people things, knowing that they're probably scared of it and not really caring because they don't understand what scared is because they're not scared of it. So I feel like everybody got a little bit of it, bro. It's just some people have it way stronger than others.
Glass within... What the fuck is this? This is what finally pushed me over the edge. I'm officially pissed off. And for good reason, because Samuel is almost crushed by this wardrobe falling over as the Mr. Babadook book that Amelia locked away has made its reappearance. She rips it up and tosses that son of a bitch in the trash. Later at Abby's birthday party, she starts rage baiting Samuel, saying that he ain't got no dad and everyone hates him. This...
Yo, rage baiting the little nigga, bro, it's crazy, bro. He didn't even do nothing. Nigga just chilling. She said, yo, you ain't got no daddy. You creep everybody else. Oh my God. Nah, but for real though, something has to happen to her.
Leads her to getting her shit rocked and, dare I say, kinda deserved. Sam starts tweaking out in the car, and at the doctor, Samuel gets prescribed a sedative to help him sleep at night. And crazy enough, it worked actually, and both of them get a good night's sleep. Clearly, this was one too many wins for them because next morning, the book that Amelia destroyed and sent away is back on the steps of the front door.
I'm burning it and I'm moving. I don't care what hotel, I don't care what apartment, I'm moving. I don't want to live there no more. You got it.
This time with new pages, and Mr. Babadook makes a bet with Amelia. A bet that he will get underneath her skin and make her do very evil things. Amelia responds with fire, which then the Babadook responds with a phone call. This makes Amelia ask the police for assistance. And did I mention the police being fucking useless in horror movies as a cliche? Back at the house, Amelia...
like, come on, bro. Like, you telling me nobody, like, checks up at least?
Amelia spots a roach on her shoulder. First...
Oh, no. I couldn't do it. Like, that's what I said. I'm telling you, all this is happening. I could excuse all these things from happening, but that roach on my shoulder, I'm moving. I did. Yep, you got me.
First of all, ew, and second of all, she spots a bunch of them crawling out of this crack in the wall. This is when social services pulls up, and at a very bad time, I might add. But honestly, we got bigger problems because Amelia sees the Babadook in full flesh for the first time, and it won't be the last because later that night, the Babadook enters my girl's mouth.
Yes.
Pause on that. Mom is sick and tired and agitated, literally telling Sam to go eat shit. I'm not joking.
Why don't you go and eat shit?
And if I were a betting man, I would say the Babadook is probably gonna take this one all the way. As Amelia tries to sleep, she hears a whisper informing us that something is in the house. This ends up being Samuel trying to call for some help. Amelia does not take this disrespect lightly and cuts the phone lines with a knife. And that's not the only thing she intends to use the knife for. Now we're in dreamland where Amelia finds her dead husband, but I think we all know who this is. Amelia.
Yo, the Babadook looks so fucking creepy, bro. Oh my god, I'm leaning back and I don't want to look at this nigga, bro. I don't wanna look at him.
Amelia tries to run, but it looks like the bets are in and the Babadook won.
Bro.
Amelia ices out the dog and now she's flying towards Samuel. And my boy, even though he's been pissing me off all movie, kinda puts belt to ass. We're talking dart guns, catapults, even sending a knife through the Babadook's foot. After knocking his mom out with the snare trap, he ties her down like he's Rambo or something. And just as she's about to fulfill the prophecy, Samuel's loving words allow Amelia to tip the scales and she spits the Babadook out. But Samuel reminds us of the one rule of Mr. Babadook. You can't get rid of him. Samuel gets yoinked. Amelia asks the Babadook what he wants, and in a final scream duel, the Babadook is reduced to its clothing and the spirit runs away to shrivel back in the basement.
So the one rule is you can't get rid of him. She screamed. I seen that whole ending part. I seen that. I don't know I don't know why that was on, and I don't know why I was watching it, but I seen that. So that's how she wins. She just screams at the nigga, and he's just like, "Oh man, she got me, y'all." This movie is so fucking wild.
Movie ends as these two keep the Babadook as a pet in the basement, feeding it dirt. What the fuck?
You don't look like Michael.
Well, I
you
mean,
look like
shit.
Mikael.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing it. I'm doing that too. Cause like, what else am I supposed to do? I don't want him to come out. I don't want him to come out ever.
Myers.
I just had to include Halloween Ends in this video.
God.
Halloween 2018, full-blown banger. Halloween Kills, a little less of a banger. And finally, Halloween Ends. This shit was garbage. We start out in Haddonfield, Illinois, where it's Halloween night.
I need to know for my Illinoisans. Yo, y'all claim that? Y'all claim that? Y'all, this y'all body right here? Mikael Myers is y'all body? Y'all do y'all though.
2019, of course. This dude Corey is babysitting Jeremy here, and out of all of the fears in life for people, Jeremy only fears one thing: Mikael Myers. But
what's crazy is that's not a crazy fear. Yeah, that's not a crazy fear. Everything else is kind of like, why would I be near it? But that dude, I literally don't know why he would be near me, and that's the problem. If he's near me, I'm done.
What we should be fearing is this dude Jeremy absolutely torching my boy Corey for no apparent reason.
Pretending to be best friends with an ugly ass boy babes.
Damn.
As Jeremy is now dead and we get the juiciest of title cards. Now we get a montage of all of Michael Myers' best kills in this series. And Laurie Strode and Allison are living it up. Laurie is burning pies, Allison is a nurse, and Corey is trying to rebuild after the events of earlier. His boss gives him a beat up motorcycle and Allison gets pulled over. This is when a group of teens ask Corey to buy them a couple of beers, but Corey here is not messing with the...
Me personally, I'm not doing it. Y'all need to get your dick. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck how much money y'all give me. Actually, nah, y'all, no, I'm not doing it. Y'all just gonna call me lame and pick somebody else.
Law. They recognize him as quote unquote,
"You're that psycho babysitter." He killed that kid, didn't
now, in this title that you just gave this man, what?
You called him a psycho babysitter simultaneously. He killed a kid. You are a kid too. You think he might not kill you based off of the name alone, bro? Whatever, bro. I just want to let y'all know, for some odd reason, my eyelid has been cramping a lot. What does that mean? Listen, bro. From the corner of my eye, about like right here-ish, if I look straight, it twitches. It's throwing me off. I don't know what it means. I think I'm having a stroke sometimes.
Why would you start messing with him? He's accused of a murder. I hope Michael Myers kills these people first. Laurie will do for now. As they slash the bully's tires, they head to the doctor's, where Corey and Allison trade flirtation. With Allison taking the first leap and asking my brethren out on a date. Oh my god. Now we're at a Halloween party where we get dancing and photos and people trying to get me demonetized, damn it. But this is the least of our problems because Jeremy's mom is there and she is not happy. Allison tries to help him out, but it's a
I know that little thing where he about to scream. He's like, I know y'all ain't in here laughing and shit. I love that fucking sound so much, bro. It's a glass break. Oh, I know y'all. Yo, I love that sound, bro. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know, bro. I love that sound so much.
Short-lived good time, and things only get worse as the bullies pull up on Corey and throw him off a bridge.
Like,
and is Pennywise in this bitch? Because why is my man's being dragged into the sewers? And now my boy's being choked by Michael Myers, but he gets let go? What is Michael doing, and why is Corey killing this homeless man? Corey goes to tell Allison and Lori, but ends up bringing her to the house where Jeremy took a swan dive. Allison's ex, Doug, is trying to little bro Corey right in front of Allison, to which Corey responds with a tag team Hardy Boys matchup with Michael in the sewers. This tag team...
Corey a demon, bro. So Michael just said, hey, bro, you know what? I could kill you, but you could help me. Be the goat, man.
Team was not a one-time deal, as Corey and Michael lay the smackdown on Allison's nursing friend. My boy tries to step up to the big dog, and did Michael just lose a 1v1 to this man Corey? Is he Superman? How is he lifting Michael up like that? Now I'm pissed. Corey slimes the bullies out as well as the radio station guy, and he tries to kill Laurie Strode, but obviously that don't work. Then Michael Myers comes to finish the job, snapping Corey's neck. Lori and Michael fight, and Michael Myers gets crushed, and we end off with another classic speech from Lori. A whole Halloween movie, and Michael Myers was in it for like 10 minutes. Man, fuck this shit. Overall, I don't often feel pissed off when
call it Halloween Ends. Why the fuck does it keep going out of full screen? I don't know why it does it.
Watching movies, but 9 times out of 10, if I am, it's because it's a boo-boo horror movie. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments which horror movies pisses you off the most.
I enjoyed the video thoroughly, bro, but my fucking keyboard isn't helping at all. I'm about to get pissed off. I'm about to. I was supposed to record multiple videos tonight. I'm getting pissed off. Whatever. Alright, let's do the comments. I want so much to see a horror movie where the police straight up slimes the monster. The reason they kept the Babadook is in the book you can't get rid of him, and it's about depression and trauma. You can't get rid of it, but you can take power over it. Oh, so it was a metaphorical meaning of, okay, that makes sense. What pisses me off about A Quiet Place, not only how dumb it is, it wastes perfectly cool monsters. I mean, man, we couldn't get like a war. We couldn't get a let's go back and forth. We couldn't get like a remote island finally meeting one of them niggas. We couldn't get nothing. When are we gonna get a remote island of people fighting up against monsters that everybody else has really hard time fighting or some shit? I don't know. Yeah, to this day, still don't get why he was in the back. Why is the youngest nigga in the back? Why is the one that you literally listen to least in the back? The smartest person should be in the front, next most important person, then next in line for leader, and then the last person. If he gets annoyed, he's like, I don't want to walk no more. Guess what? You're literally behind him, pushing him forward. The other one, the other way around. If he gets tired, he'd actually just sit down and you wouldn't know. I digress though. But anyway though, that's another video down packed. You know what I'm saying? I am going to record another 2 reactions because I really need to, and I don't post enough to be famous. I need people to look at me and be like, yo, he kind of has the deposition of this anime character, and then I need to be able to cosplay them. Yes, I'm talking about speed. Yes, I want to be, I don't know, based off my hair, probably Aizawa or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, probably. I don't want to do Todoroki. I don't want to be a little kid and shit. Plus I got a beard. I can't, you know how that go.
Look, the show's over, fuck it, let's call some hoes over. I leave a bitch the type who won't give her no closure. What it is, you acting like that, I don't know you. You acting like that, I don't know you. The show's over, fuck it, let's call some hoes over. Leave a bitch, you know, the type who won't give her no closure. What it is, you acting like